Yes, hello. Welcome to our last episode of the House of Wellness for the year. I'm Luke Darcy, and you're sitting with me for the last time on the couch for 2019 is the beautiful Joe Stanley. Hello, Joe. Heinz is with us as always.
Legend. Good to see you.
And welcome back to Gus Warren. Great to see you again.
Great to see you. Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for having me.
Vision in pink.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, the summer holiday season is all about the beach for me. It's about family holidays, but the warmer months can also be pretty treacherous time for some as well, Heinzie.
Darth, that's right. Summer means snakes, and we've got an expert catcher coming in to tell us the do's and don'ts if you stumble across one.
Well, I don't actually mind snakes so much.
Hate them with a
I hate
passion.
them.
Really?
Yeah. I can't be dealing with
Nah.
snakes.
Well, look,
No.
as long as you're ready for it. That's
Yeah,
the thing. You don't want a surprise snake. Some snakes are fine.
Not happy at all with what is going on. Can I just say that off the top? You know, 3,000 people a year get bitten by snakes, Joe. I hate
Yes.
them. I'm terrified of them. I've got no interest at all in handling a snake. Can I get that off the record?
I've got that very clear for
Okay.
you. You don't like snakes. Okay. It is a troublesome time for snakes, though, because it's summer. I actually don't mind a snake as long as you've invited them. like you don't want a surprise snake. Like, I read about a snake that gate crashed a kid's birthday party in Sydney, like slid through a group of 20 children playing outside, and when the snake catcher caught it, it was confirmed it was a death adder. So no, don't just crash my party if you're a death adder.
Well,
Okay?
my 5-year-old wanted to have a snake party for his
Oh,
5th
Willow's had one of those.
birthday
They're
many
awesome.
years ago, and I said, oh, I'm not coming. That's fine, but I will not be in the house. And so my wife said, you've got to come, you've got to be there. So I went out the back, and this particular snake guy put the lid down, opened the lid. There was kids walking around my house with 3 snakes over there. I'm going, someone done a stock taking? Am I going to be rest assured that these snakes are going to go home with the owner? It was the worst day of my life, Joe.
You can handle snakes safely, but they love being warmed, you know,
Oh.
which means that they're more likely to be around this time of year, and that also means it's a busy time for people like Barry Goldsmith from Snake Catcher Victoria. Barry, are you used to people like this? And look at our friend Gus over here.
Gus.
He's not having
How you
the
going?
time.
Yeah, no, I'm used to it.
Yeah, used to people aren't
Every day
really
I
into
see
it,
people,
are
I meet
they?
people like this, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's not venomous, Barry, but Gus, just it gives me the heebie-jeebies even just thinking about it.
Yeah. Can I
Piss
hold
off,
it?
Barry.
There you go. Just be the tree.
You're the tree.
Yeah,
Just be the tree.
Be the tree.
Be the tree.
Let them go through your fingers.
Yeah.
So
so-
what types of snakes are venomous? What do we have to look out for in Australia? Because we've got the most deadly snakes
Well,
in the
the
world.
ones I deal with mostly are tiger snakes, copperheads, brown snakes, black snakes. That's in Victoria, but Australia-wide, that's pretty much what you are going to deal with.
What's this one called? Because it's getting very friendly.
It's getting up into that lovely
We call that
dress.
one cuddles.
What one?
Cuddles.
Oh, he is cuddling.
Yeah.
So I hear that there are 3,000 bites each year, which does seem a lot to me.
3,001.
Do people still die from snake bite?
One person maybe dies a year from
Right.
snake bite. There's 3,000 bites that aren't actually even confirmed as snake bites. A lot of them are carpet snakes, maybe pythons like this one. So 3,000 snake bites isn't an unusual number.
But
Oh,
anyway,
look how sweet he is.
surely, though, these must just be found around bushy parts. Is that right?
well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But no, I was just up here in Latrobe Street last year catching a
In
tiger
the
snake.
CBD.
Hang on. What do you do if you find one?
If you find one, just take a step back. It's not going to jump up and chase you. It's like I've been doing it for 40 years and I've never been attacked by a snake. I've never been chased by a snake. So
Have you been bitten?
No, I haven't been bitten. Yeah,
Look at this guy.
yeah, but they're very gentle. You know, believe it or not, their reputation is overrated. Okay, there's another little guy.
Is
Yeah.
it true that snakes bite twice, so they go boom boom real quick?
No, not. Yeah, well, some might, but it's not a thing that happens all
Well,
the
I mean,
time.
if you poke it twice, it'll go twice, won't it?
Yeah,
Hello, what beautiful
It's
scales.
beautiful. Look.
yeah, they're not ugly really. I suppose I'm not telling anybody that they have to love snakes. All I'm asking, my message is just to not appreciate them, just not kill them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really all I'm about. If you can just try to respect them, to me, one of the most un-Australian things is to kill an Australian native animal, especially a little battler like that.
So what are the misconceptions around snakes?
Misconceptions about snakes. We were talking about this before, weren't we? For one, they're not evil. They're only a little bit smarter than... They're not as smart as a chicken, they're a little bit smarter than a goldfish. So they're not capable of any evil intentions. They don't wait in the grass for us to walk past and then jump out and bite us. And the only time you're ever going to get bitten by a snake is if you interact with it first. Other misconceptions, I suppose, they're not attracted to milk. There's nothing that you can put in your garden that's going to keep them away. I mean, there's the electronic solar snake repellers. They do not work. They actually attract the snake, so you have to be wary of that.
Where do snakes like to hang out? Because I remember growing up, and when I was just in the suburbs, we had a tiger snake in our lounge room once. Right, that was quite a surprise. Where do they like to hang out?
Well, the venomous snakes that we've got in Australia, you might find them up underneath sheets of tin, underneath rocks, in rock piles, wood piles. I find them in sheds. I find them in hay sheds, wood sheds. Inside houses, I've found them in bathrooms, in bedrooms, and all over the place, really. There's nowhere I haven't found a snake, I don't think.
Don't be silly, Joe. Do
Does,
not be
he's
silly.
really-
I can see what you're doing,
He's really
and I'm not.
sweet.
Do not be silly. 'Cause
Haven't-
give me a spider.
Gonna chase him
Give
off the
me
couch.
no problems at all with anything.
Spiders?
Spiders are fine. No, no.
worst.
Really?
They're little.
I've got to
I
ask.
thought I was a.
Oh, my
Oh, hang on a
God.
minute.
I've always
Jeez.
wondered, is it true that
Oh,
stamping
no.
your feet can scare a snake, or do they just
Oh,
see
hang
you?
on.
They don't
Oh.
mind?
It's not true at all. If you're stamping your feet, you're not really looking where you're going.
Oh.
You're you got your head up in the air, you're stamping your feet, and the idea of the way to not get bitten when you're walking in the bush is to take gentle steps and keep an eye on where you're going. If you're really scared of being bitten, then you would part the grass in front of you with a stick. So that way, that lets the snake know that you're coming and you're not surprising each other.
So there are protected species in Australia. What do we do if we've got one or we catch one?
If you want him gone, you call a snake catcher. That's
Okay.
all. That's all you
And
can
then
do.
where do you put it?
Then I take him and I release him. I find a new home for him.
Okay.
I try to find a place for him where he's not going to come into contact with people and dogs, and that way I know the snake's going to be safe.
Yeah.
And the people and dogs are going to be safe.
Oh, yeah,
too,
that's
Even this plastic one you put next to me is scary me, Joe. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've never been happier to say farewell to a guest in my life. Barry, thanks for coming in. Hope to never see you ever again.
Everybody says that to me.